People think the finish line is the end of the struggle. Nah. When you're the first one through that door, the real weight starts. It's a blessing. Man, it's heavy. Real talk. I remember the smell of the hallways, the damp old brick and the radiator hiss. I can still hear. Every morning was a prayer just to make it past the corner without a problem. No trouble today. I was the one with the books, the one they said had a way out in his eyes. Lost in the making, lost in the making. But when you leave, you feel like a traitor to the one still stuck in the maze. That's the truth. That's the truth. My mother's hands are worn down from cleaning floors that weren't heard. Lyric harmony in the wall. Now I'm buying her a house, but I still see the exhaustion in a smile. See you mine. It's like I'm trying to outrun the past that's got his hands on my ankles. Every check I get is already divided up into 4 different households. Boss fishing. I'm a provider, a protector, a bank, and a therapist all in one suit. Sometimes I wake up and I don't even know who I am outside of one I give. Who am I? Who am I? Real talk. The city moves fast, but the expectations move even faster. I'm walking on clouds, but I'm wearing lead boots to keep everyone grounded. Stay down. They see the watch, they see the car, but they don't see the midnight pacing. I'm trying to build an empire on a foundation that's still settling. Brick by brick, the ancestors are watching. I can feel them in the rhythm of my pulse. I gotta be the one to break the chain, even if the metal cuts beat. Feel that lyric. The crown is heavy, but the blood is thicker than the gold. Boss, boss. I'm carrying the dreams of the young and the stories of the old. It's a different kind of pressure when your name is the only hope they got. They looking at me. I'm trying to skate steady while the world is getting hot. Yeah, the phone rings at 3 a.m. and my heart skips a whole beat. Not again. Real talk. Is it a bill? Is it a jail cell? And just another hair reaching for a peach? I love my people, but their entitlement is a slow growing poison. It hurts to say. They think because I'm breathing easy, I got enough air for everyone's lungs. I had to learn to say no without feeling like I was commanding the crime. Bouncer is mad. You can't pour from an empty cup and think you're asking for a gallon. I'm at these fancy dinners feeling like an undercover agent in a tuxedo. Don't belong here talking about stocks and burns while I'm thinking about the block. It's a lonely space being the first to walk through those glass doors. First one in. You look around and nobody speaks the language of your survival. But keep my head right, keep my eyes on the horizon, keep looking up. You're not just building a career, I'm building a manual for the nephew. I'm showing them that you can be soft and strong at the same time. That you don't have to be a predator to be a king in this jungle. King move. The weight is there, but I'm getting stronger every time I lift the lyric. I'm the architect now, and I'm drawing up a brand new map. It's my time. This gold is shiny, but the family ties are what really hold. Real talk. You're fixing the babies how to be brave and how to be bold. And pressure is a privilege when you're changing the whole plot. Boss official, I'm staying in the light around the world is getting high. Yeah. They told me the sky was the limit, but I'm reaching for the stars. Breaking out of the metal cages and making gifts up for bars. It ain't about the fame, it ain't about the vanity. Not at all. It's about preserving my peace and my sanity. Boss fishing. I'm more than a paycheck, I'm more than a savior. I'm just a man trying to change Spanish behavior. Feel that lyric? I look in my hands and I see my father's knuckles, but a different grip. Same hands, you'll miss. I'm holding on to a legacy that I'm writing in real time. Real talk. No more looking back and regret, but only looking forward with intent. I'm teaching these babies that their value isn't based on what they spend. Know your worth. For building generational wisdom, not just generational debt. I took the hits so they could have the hits. That's the deal I made. I'll take them. I'm comfortable in my skin, even when the environment is cold. I variegated a lock and no leaving the door wide open. No more surviving. We're moving into the era of private. We're here now. Compression turning cold into a diamond. Just like they said, I'm breathing deep now. Letting the oxygen fill up the room. I'm the first, but I definitely won't be the last one through. Watch me. Real talk. The block was my first classroom. No decks, just lessons learned the hard way. You gotta pay attention when the pavement is speaking. Walking past the corner store, watching how the elders used to sit. They had a world of knowledge in the bottle if you were willing to listen to it. Listen close, listen close. I learned about loyalty before I learned my ABCs in school. Boss, boss. The block was a chessboard and you had to be careful not to be the fool. Don't get played. I saw how the hustle changed faces, saw how the money changed hearts. Real talk, real talk. You gotta know who's with you before the real pressure starts. Who's really there? I kept my ears open and my mouth shut, soaking up the game. Boss vision. Realizing early that a reputation is more than just a name. It's your life. It's about how you carry yourself when the lights go out at night. It's about being the man of your word, even when you're out of sight. I see you. I saw the ones who chased the flash and ended up in the dark. Real talk. I decided then I was gonna leave a different kind of mark. Not with a weapon, but with a mind that's sharp and focused. Boss. Staying alert in the world where the danger is often unnoticed. Stay sharp. I was building a vision while they were just chasing the thrill. Learning that the loudest man in the room usually lacks the skill. I learned it on the pavement, I learned it in the heat. The wisdom of the struggle, the rhythm of the street. It's a new perspective, a grief I kinda light. I'm navigating the day, but I remember the night. My father told me, son, your word is the only thing you truly own. Real talk. If you break that, you're just a king sitting on a hollow throne. Talk to him. I watched him work 2 jobs and never once heard him complain. He taught me how to find a beauty in the middle of the rain. It's coming down. And said the world would try to label you before you either speak. Your strength isn't about the muscles, it's about not being weak in the mind. I took those words and I turned them into a shield for my soul. Visions, trying to maintain my integrity while I'm reaching for the goal. You're doing, you see the polished version, but I remember the grit and the grind. No talk, I'm a product of the patience in the past and the time. It takes time. I don't forget the ones who shared their bread when the cover was dead. I forget the ones who prayed for me when I didn't have a prayer. It's about more than just surviving. It's about thriving with heart, feel me? I'm finishing the race that my ancestors had to start. The ground beneath my feet taught me everything I knew. Watching a lot of seeds in the dirt start to grow. A different kind of power, a different kind of grace, and finding my purpose in this crowded place. The foundation is solid, the roots are deep in the ground. I'm finding my voice in the world, it's full of sand. It ain't about the noise, it's about the truth and the message. I'm turning the struggle into a brand new heritage. I'm the one the kids are watching, the one they see is the goal. Real talk, I gotta make sure I'm giving them something that nourishes the soul. Feed them right. It's not about the jewelry or the way the engine rolls. It's about opening up the minds and unlocking all the doors. Heating, yeah. I tell them nigga pavement is a teacher, but it ain't the end. Use the lessons of the block to become a better man, a better friend. Don't let the environment define the limit of your reach. There's a whole world out there that the streets can't ever teach. I'm a witness to the growth, a testimony to the change. Real talk, my life is a movie, but I'm the one who gets to arrange the scenes. Direct is cut. I'm walking with purpose, so talking with a mission in mind. On a mission, leaving the bold ways and the broken systems fall behind. It's a beautiful journey, even when the path is steep. I'm sowing the seeds that the next generation will reap. I grind it in the truth, and the truth is setting me free. And since the man that I was always destined to be. The classroom was the color, and the black wall was the street. Standing on the lessons that made my life complete. No more running circles, I'm moving in a line. I'm taking back the future, and I'm claiming what is mine. We can't build a skyscraper on sand. We need that solid foundation. For me, that was the street, the fountain, and the truth for our session. Respect the lessons, but keep moving forward. Peace. We used to squeeze onto that small bench, passing the plates like we were playing a game of luck. Now I'm booking the whole room. Real talk. But the hunger, The hunger stays the same. It just looks different now. Sunday morning, the house smelled like onions and fried fish. Every meal was a celebration, every plate was a grand wish. We didn't have much, but we had enough to make a feast. My grandmother was the queen, always the one who gave the most, even when she had the least. Lyric harmony. She taught us that a table is a sacred place for the tribe. Family first. A place to share the dreams and wash away the negative vibe. Let it go. I remember the laughter bouncing off the peeling wallpaper. Watching the steam from the pot rise like a holy vapor. Real talk. We talked about the future like it was a place we'd already even dreamed. Another day when we don't finally get the win. We won. Yeah. Those moments were the fuel that kept me going through the cold. A story of a family that was brave and remarkably bold. Now I'm sitting in the finest spots looking at the menu prices, but I traded off for one more night of my mother's advice. I need that. It's about the connection, the bloodline, the unbreakable bond. A love that goes deep, reaching for the great beyond. Boss vision. We're sitting at a table for 8 with a view of the stars. Walls. Breaking the cycle and healing all of the old scars. A new perspective with different kind of feast. Real soft. From the greatest in the room to the very least. I look around the table and I see my brothers finally relax. No more looking over shoulders, no more being overtaxed. I paid the tab, but the cost was more than just the money spent. It was the years of the grime and the time that was truly lent. My sister finishing her degree, our cousin starting his business. God is my witness, I'm so proud of the way they're handling this. We used to share a room, now we're sharing the vision of the top. And once we get the momentum, we're never gonna let it stop. And that the way they carry themselves with such pride. No more secrets to keep, no more feelings to push aside. We're celebrating the wins, big and small, in equal measure. Realizing that the family is the only real kind of treasure. We're the one who held the door, but they're the ones who walk through. Creating the reality that's beautiful and entirely no world. I'm grateful for the struggle, grateful for the every place, because it made us appreciate the opening of the gates. Real talk. The plays are full, but the conversation is what feeds us all. Wrenching the pieces of the family finally become whole. A different kind of races, a different kind of goals. This is the story that our children will be told. This morning just a meal, it's a ceremony of the soul. Watching the pieces of the puzzle finally become whole. It ain't about the luxury, it's about the love in the room. Breaking out of the silence and the coldness of the tone. Now take a sip of the water, I think about where we used to be. Trapped in the cycle that was never meant for you and me. We fought the currents, we swam against the heavy tides. Lit a sense of purpose and a massive amount of pride. I'm looking at the next generation playing at our feet, making sure their lives are filled with things that are truly sweet. They gon' never know the hunger, but don't know the history. Don't know that their existence wasn't just the luck you missed, but it was the result of the prayers and the sweat of the ones before. The legacy of Bazillions that's knocking on every door. I'm at peace with the journey, at peace with the heavy thoughts. Let's look at what we done compared to everything we lost. I'm ahead of the table, but I'm serving to the crew. Doing everything I can to make sure their dreams come true. This is the real success, the only thing that really matters. The healing of the hearts and the mending of what shatters. Real talk. The seeds are all filled, and the vision is time you kill. The cloud of the doubt and it's time to fear. A new perspective on what it means to be great. We're changing the world from this table for eight. Pull up a chair. There's room for everybody at this table. We don't just eat, we grow. All vision. Boss vision. Sometimes the only time I can hear myself think is when it's 2 a.m. and the road is wide open. No noise, no requests. Just me and the machine, real talk. It's therapy at 60 miles an hour. Headlights cutting through the dark was like a hot knife through butter. No more voices in my head, no more words for me to utter. Just the hum of the tires on the asphalt, a steady low drone. In this smoke cabin, I'm finding comfortable being alone. The city's sleeping, but the trouble man is wide awake. Thinking about the choices and the risks I had to take. I passed the old neighborhood, the places that I used to roam. It's a different feeling now, calling this whole world my home. I used to feel trapped, like the walls were closing in on my chest. And I'm driving through the night, putting my mind to the test. I'm looking for the answers that the daylight always hide. Checking the reflection where the true version of me resides. I'm not running away, I'm just moving toward the truth. Bridging the gap between the man and the memory of my youth. It's a long road ahead, but I'm not afraid of the distance. I'm leaning into the peace and the path of least resistance. On the quiet miles, I'm finding my way back to the start. Listen to the rhythm and the beating of my own heart. A new perspective, a different kind of speed. Giving my soul exactly what it's starting to need. I see the skylines glowing, but I'm focused on the white lines, trying to read the message in the hidden cosmic signs. I've been so busy building, I forgot how to just exist, to feel the cool air on my face and the dampness of the mist. I'm a high-performance machine, always pushed to the red line, but even the strongest engines need a little bit of downtime. I'm reflecting on the people I've lost along the way, the ones who didn't make it to see the breaking of the day. I carried them with me in the passenger seat of my mind, leaving the bitterness and the old grudges far behind. I'm learning how to breathe without the weight of the world on me. Learning how to be the man I was always meant to be. This engine is powerful, but the driver has to be steady. You're looking at the horizon, making sure that I'm ready for the next chapter, the next turn, the next big hill. I'm moving with attention and a focused iron wheel. I'm at peace with the silence, at peace with the dark. I'm ignited by a different kind I can turn a spark. The road is empty, but my mind is finally getting full. I'm feeling the push and I'm feeling the cool. A different journey, a different kind of ride. I'm keeping the vision, the purpose inside. The road is a teacher, the wind is a song. I just traveling this path for a very long time. It ain't about the destination, it's about the clarity. Finding the balance between the hustle and the charity. The sun is starting to peep over the edge of the world. I see the colors changing in the clouds, getting them curled. I'm miles away from where I started, and my way is the one. I'm ready to face the day in the warmth of the rising sun. I cleared out the clutter, I silenced all the doubt. I know exactly what my life is supposed to be about. It's about being a light in the world that can be so cold. It's about being authentic and remarkably bold. I'm pulling back into the driveway, feeling brand new, ready to do exactly what I was born to do. I'm a trouble man no more, I'm a man with a plan, doing the best I can to be a righteous, strong man. I'm grateful for the miles, grateful for the time alone. I built a solid kingdom on a very solid throne. Silence was the medicine that I needed to heal. I'm keeping it moving, and I'm keeping it real. This journey is beautiful, and I'm enjoying the ride, with a sense of purpose and a massive amount of pride. Headlights are off, but the vision is burning and bright. I made it through the long and lonely night, and no perspective on the road that I travel, watching the mysteries of life unravel. The road doesn't judge you, and just takes you where you're pointing. Make sure you're pointed in the right direction. And told me my story was already written by people who didn't even know my name. But I grabbed a pen. Real talk. Now I'm writing a legacy that'll last longer than the buildings. I'm looking at my son, seeing the future in his eyes. He's got the same stubbornness, the same way that he tries. He's just like me. I'm teaching you that his name is a brand he's gotta protect. To treat everyone he meets with a high level of respect. I'm rattling the blueprint for a life he don't have to escape, giving his potential a brand new, powerful shape. I didn't have a map, I had to find my own way through. All's vision. but I'm making sure the path is wide and clear for them too. Real talk. I'm talking about property, I'm talking about the mind, leaving the survival tactics and the old ways behind. He won't have to worry about where the next meal is coming from. He'll be the one who's leading, not the one who's acting dumb. Real talk. I'm planting trees that I'll never see the full height of. It's about the long game. The vision is decades deep. Boss vision. Making sure the promises I made are the ones that I keep. Kept my word. This is legacy ink, written in the heart and the soul. Turning the fragments of a life into a beautiful whole. A new perspective, a different kind of name. I'm playing for the future, not just playing for the fame. Boss vision. I'm documenting the struggle so they know the price we paid, so they don't take for granted the foundation that was laid. I want them to know that their father was a man of his word, that his voice was powerful and his message was word. I'm building businesses that they'll one day manage and run, making sure the work I started will never be undone. I'm teaching them about the power of the community, that we're stronger together in a state of total unity. No more crabs in a bucket, we're lifting each other up, making sure there's plenty of water in everyone's cup. I'm a pioneer in a suit, clearing out the heavy brush, moving with a steady pace, never in a frantic rush. I'm carving out a space where we can finally be free to be whoever and whatever we were meant to be. It's a heavy responsibility, but I'm all of the lead. So when the goodness on the high quality seed, on at peace with the effort, at peace with the time, I'm reaching the summit of a very difficult climb. The ink is permanent and the story's falling in mine. Boss, I'm born to the legacy and the family alive. A different kind of history, a different kind of truth. I'm building a bridge, how the disconnect for you. It's bigger than me, it's bigger than the here and now. Fulfilling the mission and keeping the sacred vow. It ain't about the ego, it's about the lives I touch, giving back to the world, cause I've been giving so much. When they look back at the history, what will they say? That I was a man who paved a brand new, better way. That I took the pain and I turned it into a powerful light. That I worked through the darkest to make everything right. I want my life to be a manual for the ones who feel lost, a reminder that success is worth whatever it may cost. I'm finding the vent and making it sharper every day, clearing out the obstacles that are standing in the way. I'm a student of the hustle, but a master of the heart. I've been working on this masterpiece right from the start. I'm grateful for the chance to leave a mark that will stay long after the man has finally faded away. I'm building for the baby, building for the unborn, creating a reality where they won't ever feel torn between the world they see and the world they wanna build. I'm making sure that potential is completely fulfilled. I'm grounded in the purpose, and the purpose is clear. I'm moving with love and I'm conquering the fear. This is my testimony, this is my legacy ink. I'm standing on the edge, but I'm refusing to blink. The pen is heavy, but the words are starting to fly. I'm writing a legacy that's never gonna die. A new perspective on the life that I live. It's about the love and the lessons that I give. The ink is permanent, the vision is set. We don't just live, you leave something behind. People see the skyscraper, but they don't see the sweat over the blueprints. You gotta plan the life before you live it. Real talk. We building for real. Yeah. Gonna move without a plan, I don't step without a thought. I've seen too many people lose everything they suck. Just they were moving too fast, chasing the fleeting high. Slow down. I'm the type to measure twice before I even try. I'm looking at the landscape, seeing where the cracks are hiding, navigating the shifts and the constant slow slide. And I'm building a life that's balanced and remarkably stable, putting everything I have onto the master table. It's about the structure, the bones, the internal frame, making sure I don't get lost in the middle of the game. Don't lose yourself. I'm a master of my own fate, a captain of my soul, keeping a steady hand as I'm reaching for the goal. I saw the ones who built on sand and watched it wash away. I'm building on the truth, and the truth is here to stay. I'm not just a laborer, I'm the one who draws the lines, interpreting the patterns in the complex designs. I'm the architect of a brand new, better life. Real talk. Navigating struggle in the constant habit strive. Real talk. A new perspective, a different kind of build. Real talk, real talk. I'm making sure my destiny is completely fulfilled. Yeah. I'm looking at the people type of life, surround myself for now. Making sure they committed to the mission and the vow. Are you with me? You can't build a palace for people who only know how to tear down. I'm looking for the ones who wanna wear the heavy crown. I'm teaching them the language of the vision and the scale, making sure we have a system that is never gonna fail. We're moving the silence, letting the progress make the noise, maintaining our focus and our internal quiet poise. I had to demolish some old parts of my own mind, leaving the limiting beliefs and the old ways behind. I'm rebuilding myself from the inside out every day, making sure I'm ready for whatever comes my way. It's a meticulous process of labor and deep love, with a little bit of help from the powers up above. I'm at peace with the pace, at peace with the hard work. I'm not the type of man who would ever try to shirk. Real talk. Feeling strong and the vision is looking wide. Wow. Real talk. I'm putting all the old versions and leave aside. Real talk. A different layout, a different kind of flow. Real talk, real talk. I'm opening up a brand new. Here we go. Real talk. Every brink is a purpose, every beam is a place. I'm running this marathon at a very steady pace. It ain't about the speed, it's about the quality of the soul. Letting the vision take its own internal control. I see the structure rising, I see the vision taking shape. No more looking for a way out or a quick, easy escape. No, committed to the process, committed to the long haul. I'm staying focused and I'm staying firm through it all. I'm a visionary man, seeing things they can't even see. Creating a reality that's beautiful and entirely free. I'm not just building for me, I'm building for the whole crew. Doing everything I can to make sure dreams come true. I'm grateful for the tools, grateful for the steady hand. I'm building a legacy that will finally be recognized across the land. I'm at peace with the effort, at peace with the time. I'm reaching the summit of a very difficult climb. An architect of my destiny, the master of my fate. And I'm opening up a brand new golden gate. I'm grounded in the truth, and the truth is setting me free. This is the life that I was always destined to be. The house is finished and the foundation is truly set. I'm paying off the generational and the spiritual debt. Wait, I'm paying off the generational and the internal debt. A new perspective on what it means to lead. I'm planting the garden and then I'm sowing the seed. Real talk. Measure twice, cut once. Real talk. That's for life, you build it. You don't just wake up in a mansion. Real talk. You draw it up first. The map is clear now. Real talk. We move that. Real talk, real talk, real talk. You move out, move up, but you never really leave. I'm looking at the old streets through a new lens, seeing the change, but staying connected. Real talk, real talk, real talk. Yeah. I'm looking out the window of the spot I used to call home. Lyric. Seeing the new faces in the places where I used to roam. It's different now. The coffee shops are moving in, the rent is going up high. Boss. While the people who built this place are just waving goodbye. Where they going? I see the young brothers on the corner looking for a way. Lyric harmony, trying to survive in the world that's getting harder every day. I see the struggle. I wanna tell them that there's a different kind of path to take. Boss vision. But they don't have to make the same old painful mistake. Real talk. Yeah, I see the police cruisers circling like sharks in the night. Vision. I see the people struggling to keep their inner light bright. Keep it shining. It's a complex landscape, a mix of beauty and the pain. Lyric. I'm trying to find the sunshine in the middle of the rain. Real talk. I'm a witness to the change, a reporter on the ground. Listening to the silence in the hairy city sound. I'm not judging the struggle, I'm just observing the scene, knowing exactly what all of these small details mean. I know the code. I'm on a neighborhood watch, seeing everything so clear. Navigating the hope and the constant heavy fear. A new perspective, a different kind of view. Real talk. Real talk. I'm looking at the old world and the birth of the new. I see the murals on the walls telling stories of the past. Real talk. I see the strength over people that was always meant to last. Still here. I'm looking at the elders sitting on the front porch steps. Lyric. They've seen it all before, they taking all of the heavy steps. wisdom in the wall.
They're the keepers of the wisdom, the guardians of the truth. Trying to pass it down to the disconnected youth. I see the single mothers working 3 jobs just to survive.
False vision,
Doing everything they can to keep their families alive.
superheroes.
I see the resilience, I see the grit in the crates.
Real talk.
I see the beauty in every single tired face. I'm a product of this place, I'm a part of the whole. I'm carrying the memory in the center of my soul.
Listen me.
I'm not just a spectator, I'm an investor in the dream. Trying to find a way to help the whole community being.
Light it up, false vision, false vision, false vision.
I'm at peace with my roots, at peace with the journey I've made. I'm not afraid of the bright light, and I'm not afraid of the dark.
And no fear, no fear.
Your corner is changing, but the mission is still the same. Playing for the people, not just playing for the name.
Real talk.
A different kind of loyalty, a different kind of heart. I'm never gonna let the roots and the branches fall apart.
Yeah.
The block is a library if you know how to read the balls. I'm listening to the stories in the ancestral calls. It ain't about the change, it's about how we adapt.
Boss vision,
Making sure that none of our people are getting trapped. I'm looking at the future and I see a brand new light.
real talk.
I see a generation that's ready to make everything right. It's their turn. You're not just surviving, it's starting to truly thrive.
Lyric,
You're keeping the culture and the traditions alive. Keep it going. A mentor and a brother, a leader and a friend. I'm gonna be here for them until the very get an end. I'm using my success to build a bridge back to the block.
boss vision,
But give them a foundation that's as solid as a rock.
real talk.
Teaching them about ownership, build the power of the mind.
Now they're just kids,
Leaving the victim the tired lady far behind.
leave it there.
But building our own businesses, but buying back the land.
Boss,
Taking the collective and a very powerful position in the land.
Derek,
I'm at peace with the mission, at peace with the heavy car. Cause look at what we gained compared to everything we lost.
real talk.
I'm on a neighborhood watch, but I'm looking with love.
Boss vision,
With a little bit of guidance from the powers up above. I'm bringing up resources back to where I first did dance. And every little boy had to be a righteous man. A new perspective on the place that raised me right. I'm keeping the watch all through the city night.
low bend, low bend, eyes open, heart open. Yo, just get out, stay old.
They say you can't go home again, but I'm realizing home isn't a place. It's a state of mind. Real talk. And I finally arrived. The cycle is done. I'm sitting in the park where I used to play as a kid, thinking about all of the things that I ever did. The mistakes I made, the lessons that I had to learn, the bridges I had to cross and the ones I had to burn. I'm a different man now, but I still feel the same inside. A mix of the humility and a massive amount of pride. I've traveled the world, I've seen all the fancy sights. I felt the deep blows and the incredible heights, but nothing compares to the feeling of being at peace, watching the internal turmoil finally start to cease. I'm a troubled man who finally found his way back home, no longer feeling like I have to constantly roam. I'm embracing the journey, embracing the whole damn thing, ready to see what the next chapter is gonna bring. I'm grounded in the truth, and the truth is setting me free. This is the man that I was always destined to be. I've come full circle, I'm back where I need to be. Finding the beauty in the internal clarity. A new perspective, a different kind of wind.
Real talk.
I'm ready for the future to finally begin. I'm looking at the people who stay by my side through it all. The ones who supported me every time I had a hard time. I'm grateful for the loyalty and the rhythm and the rhyme. I've learned that success is nothing if you're all alone. You need a family to share the beauty of the throne. Share the wealth, I'm making amends for the things that I got wrong. I'm using my voice to sing a brand new, better song.
Sing it loud.
I'm forgiving myself for the person I used to be, letting the past go and setting my soul entirely free. I'm a witness to the power of the change and the growth. I'm fulfilling the promise and the sacred internal oaths. I'm at peace with the struggle, at peace with the heavy cost, because I found myself and I was never really lost. I'm breathing deep now, I'm letting the oxygen fill up the womb, breaking out of the silence and the coldness of the tomb. No more silence, the puzzle is complete, and the colors are finally bright. I'm stepping out of the darkness and into the morning light. A different kind of ending, a different kind of start. I'm following the wisdom of a healed and open heart. The circle is complete, the journey has come to an end, but a brand new story is about to begin. It ain't about the destination, it's about the peace of mind. Whoa. Leaving the negativity and the old ways behind. I look at the horizon and I see a brand new day. Ready to walk in a brand new dead away. I bet the life is authentic and remarkably true. Doing everything I can to make sure my dreams come true. I'm a leader and a teacher, a student and a friend. I'm gonna be here for my people until the very end. I'm using my success to build a legacy that will stay long after the man has finally faded away. I'm grounded in the purpose, and the purpose is clear. I'm moving with love and I'm conquering the fear. I'm trouble man no more, I'm a man of the light, doing everything I can to make everything right. I'm grateful for the journey, grateful for the whole ride. This sense of purpose and a massive amount of pride. I come full circle and I'm exactly where I should be. Lost vision. This is the man that I was always destined to be. I'm at peace with the world and I'm at peace with myself. Finally, this is the real victory. The only real kind of wealth. The story is over, but the life is just beginning to bloom. There's a sense of freedom in every corner of the room. A new perspective on the man I finally become. I'm no longer the victim, I'm no longer the one who's numb. It's a beautiful thing when the pieces finally fit, no more running. Just being you, don't have to find yourself. You just have to stop losing yourself to the noise. This is the win. Peace. Real talk.
They say the man who can control his attention will always control his outcomes. You've already begun where others are reactive. We gotta be intentional. Real talk.
Plan the day before the sun even hits the floor. Writing down the vision, yeah, I'm opening the door. Physical paper, ink bleeding through the lines. Mapping out the goals, reading all the signs. Focus on the one, forget the multitasking traps. Switching tasks just drains you, yeah, I'm done with all that. No more 80-20 rule, yeah, I'm living by the code. 20% of work for the heavy load.
Control the outcomes, master the mind.
Real talk, real talk.
Lead the distractions and the noise all behind.
Intentional moves, yeah, we leveling the scale.
Focus on the vision. We ain't destined to fail.
Never, never, never.
Remove the distractions from the space where you live. Can't pour from an empty cup, nothing left to give. I'm journey. When the body's tired, yeah, I gotta take a nap. Learning to say no to the everyday trap. Never enough time if you're saying yes to all. Protect your energy or you're bound to take a fall. 5-minute tasks, yeah, I do them on the spot. Don't let them pile up until they all you've got. Do it now.
Control the outcomes, master the mind.
Real talk, real talk.
Leave the distractions and the noise all behind.
Intentional moves, yeah, we leveling the scale.
Focus on the vision, we ain't destined to fail.
Lost vision,
Shift the perspective. See what others can't see.
Open your eyes.
While they all consuming,
I'm building on me.
it's about the attention, it's about the intent. Making sure every single second is well spent. Doing what I hate first, the task that's the most weight. Getting it behind me, yeah, clearing off the plate. Setting all the deadlines, cause the task will never end. Without a date, only you're just chasing the winds. I'm focusing on things that don't help the master goal. Keep the fire burning in the center of your soul. Keep going. This is the mastery, the art of the man. Stick to the vision, stay true to the plan.
Control the outcomes, master the mind. Yeah.
Real talk.
Leave the distractions and the noise all behind.
Intentional moves, yeah, we leveling the scale.
Focus on the vision, we ain't destined to fail.
It's a sign, man. Mastery starts but where you look. Don't just watch it happen. Make it happen. Ball.